Hello, my name is Stephanus. Welcome to SandLight Studios channel, where we'll talk about the Sandbox Game Maker and VoxEdit. In this first tutorial, we'll focus on the Sandbox Game Maker. First, open the official website, sandbox.game. Then, create an account or log in. You can use your email or a crypto wallet. There's MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, Wallet Connect, Venly, and more. I'll go ahead and log in now. Once you're logged in, click on the Create tab in the sidebar, then choose Build Experiences. Next, click Start Building. You'll be required to download the Sandbox launcher. Here's what it looks like after you've installed it. Click on Build Experiences again, and you'll see a download button for the latest version. Just download it and follow the installation process. Since I already have it installed, the button now shows Build instead of Download. Click on the Build button to launch it. This is the initial screen of the Sandbox Game Maker. Log in with the same username and password you used on the sandbox.game website. Now we're inside the main menu of the Sandbox Game Maker. Here, you can play games created by other creators, or you can start creating your own. You can build from scratch, and there's also a Gitbook with written and video tutorials. There are also ready-to-use templates for your game creation, like city, brand, jungle, forest, volcano, and more. These are part of the template features used widely by the Sandbox community. Click Categories for even more options. In the Real Estate section, you'll find things like Metropolis, Modern House, NFT Gallery, and so on. There's also a gaming category, with templates like Backroom, Gold Rush, Elimination Race, and more. Click Playing to play games created by other users. Featured games are highlighted or promoted by the Sandbox. Click All to see all games, and games labeled with GJ are usually entries for game jam competitions. So in the Sandbox, you can create games without coding, and publish them to the Game Maker gallery, even without owning land. If you do have virtual land, your games can be accessed via the website. There's also a test option to try your game directly in the gallery. You can also adjust settings like volume, resolution, and more. Alright, now let's try creating a game from scratch. The theme is like a simplified version of templates. For example, if you choose desert, the layout will look like a desert, but not as detailed as the full template. There are many themes to explore, but personally, I prefer starting with empty. It gives more freedom to decorate and build. Then, choose the size of your land. You'll see options like 1x1, 1x2, 2x2, and so on. It's important to decide carefully at the start. For example, if you want a 1x3 size, you can't just combine 3 1x1s. You need to start with a 1x3 directly. And as of version 0.11.2, this size can't be changed after creation. The most common size is 1x1, since it runs more smoothly for most players. Let's name this project Tutorial Pratama SL. Leave the movement palette as default, then click Create. Reminder, this is on version 0.11.2. Future updates like 0.12 might have a different layout. Okay, now we're inside the editing view. The top area is called the top bar. The left panel is the sidebar. At the bottom, we have the library and quick access bar. Below that is the grid system and snap tool. On the right, you'll find the properties panel. And in the center, we have the viewport. There are also controls shown to help users. Left click to select, WASD to move, and so on. You can also move the camera using the spacebar, and when you hold space, the control hints will update. Space plus right click is for rotate. Space plus left click is for orbit. Middle mouse is used to pan the camera. You can zoom in and out using the scroll wheel or WS keys. The size of 1x1 land is 96 blocks wide by 96 blocks long, and 128 blocks high. So, a full 1x1 land is equal to 96 times 96 times 128 blocks. Keep that in mind, because you can't build outside this area. Alright, that's it for today's tutorial. In the next session, we'll dive deeper into each section, the top bar, sidebar, and more. If you'd like to join the SandLight community, feel free to join our Discord for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.